You're listening to Moments in Between, the podcast where we ditch the filters and get real with local entrepreneurs.
We're your hosts, Amanda Lombardo and Jeff Mondlock, part-time professionals,
but full-time curious, so pour yourself something strong.
Coffee or whiskey, no judgment.
And kick back and get ready for the unfiltered stories that might just change how you see things.
Or at least make you laugh.
Thank you all for tuning in today. I can't speak. Take two. Thank you all for tuning in for yet another Moments in Between. We have an exciting one for you here today for all those who think about what life would be like if it were upside down and on a pole. I think we're going to get some of those questions answered. But no, for real, this is a wonderful small business owner and a great friend here out of Somerville, Amanda Blackman with Avant Aerial Studio. I'm so happy you're doing this. Thanks for putting up with us and coming on to chat.
Yeah, of course. Anything for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. Amanda's been helping open my world of like the pole dance community up. I've had experience with aerials, but she's been really great about introducing me to a lot of really fun and like powerful people. It's incredible the muscle tone and just the strength you guys have. The core strength just blows my mind, and it's also just like the most fun community that you kind of run out of your studio.
Yeah, it's a good group of students.
Yeah, it's a lot of good students, and just the whole community is just, it's fun. We recently had your showcase, right? And your showcase was just like such a cool experience.
Oh my God, I'm still thinking about it, and the students are still talking about it.
Yeah, everybody's probably really excited for the next coming event. You say you got something coming in October.
Yeah, and instead of it being a showcase, this is like a show, and it's with QXTs, and it's gonna be Halloween themed, and Halloween is my favorite, so we know it's gonna be good.
What's QXTs?
QXTs is the longest running goth alternative nightclub in the tri-state area, and it's in Newark.
Nice.
Yes.
So that's the place where you're gonna do it at?
Yes, yeah. So it's been a place where I've been partying at, performing at, and it's a way for me to show my students and instructors, let me take you into like my life for a minute. Let's go through the kitchen, walk down the sketchy stairs into the glamorous green room, and then go back up the stairs in the heels through the kitchen and get on the stage and do the damn thing.
That's so cool.
So at that showcase, Amanda wore heels that were about as tall as me. She was towering over me at the show.
9
9-inch
inches.
heels, right?
Because I wanted to do Lady Gaga's Garden of Eden, and she talks about her 9-inch heels. I can't do that in 8-inch heels. It has to be 9-inch heels, so I did it. And they were so heavy.
It was insane. You walked around the whole night in those things.
Were you sore after?
Your legs, oh my God.
My knee, because again, night. I saved it, nobody realized it, but I did an emergency landing, and my knee pad slid, and my knee still kind of hurts.
I can imagine, yeah. We aren't getting any younger is the whole problem, you know?
No.
Everything, and when we get hurt, something that didn't hurt too bad about 10 years ago, I'm still feeling it now, you know?
Yeah.
But that was so fun, you know? The positivity is my favorite part of it all. Tell me, what got you, like, let's take a step back here. Let's talk about why you started Avant Aerial in Somerville, and what, like, made you want to be a part of that.
Oh my God, this is a fun story. It's a bit of a long one. So we have to back up a little bit. I was a performer for many years. COVID happened, things changed, and I got this mysterious call from this woman who said that she needed models for a boudoir photography that she does, because most of her clients are teachers and stuff. But also, she's a studio owner, pole dance studio, and she needs instructors. And I was like, I don't know if I'm like the type to be an instructor, but sure, let's give it a try. I find out that she's not even like a pole dancer herself. She just thought she could get rich off of it, and I was like, okay, whatever, even though it's a bit of a red flags, especially with the name of the business. It was called the Floor Is Yours Dance Center. That doesn't really tell me what it is, and the name was too long. But anyways, I find out, okay, actually, I really like teaching. This is fun. Fast forward a little bit, she continues to be negligent, and she hates the students. Strong word. And she's making no money off of this. She's losing money. So I had 2 weeks to get everything together. She got rid of her LLC. I created mine. And Avant Aerial is actually a name of a long-running show I had. So if anybody's familiar with Denellen, there was Roxy Dukes. No longer around. I think actually they knocked it down and turned it into apartment complexes, which is kind of sad. But that was how I was having like the tri-state area pole and aerial performers all kind of come together. So I was like, that's the perfect name for my studio. So here I am almost 3 years later.
So that was a performance of a show you were running before in Denellen.
Yep.
So cool. So you got to continue the legacy of that place, even though the place may not even be standing anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
It stands on through your business. I love that.
Thank you.
Is it a lot of the same people that kind of came over with you?
So actually no, it's a lot of like whoever the students were when it was the previous studio and then a bunch of new ones. But I do have like some OGers, like some of like my burlesque friends have actually recently started taking classes. So they're like, oh yeah, like I get this because they see like the performer in me and the producer in me and they remember me from my show. Actually, I do have one student that was one of my OG performers that comes occasionally too.
Oh, that's such a cool, like it must be like, there must be days where you just kind of sit back and look at what you have, this community you have growing right out of your studio and be like, wow, I'm really proud of this. Like,
hell yeah.
And this is a side job for you.
Yes.
No, it's not a side job, but like it's another full-time job pretty much.
It is. And I remember being like, taking it over, being like, I'm not taking this over for money, like this is a passion, the passion's growing. And I have a full-time job doing social media management for my dad, a plastic surgeon with a med spa, and I've been waiting for him to retire, but who knows, I might end up just being like, I can do this full-time before he retires.
I was going to say, is that the goal? Do you want to be able to do the studio full-time, or are you going to take over the family business or of your dad's spa? Or?
No, I don't want to take over the family business. I just want to immerse myself in pole.
Yes, that sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
You do a great job with his page, though. I've followed his page ever since, and you can tell that you have like a good, a great grasp of marketing and getting things out there, and that probably helps a lot with running a business too.
Yeah, and actually that's kind of like how I got my my personal Instagram name or my new performer name, Pole Aesthetic, because obviously I love pole dancing and I love aesthetics. Like that's another special interest. I can tell you about breast implants and Botox all day.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's all I want to hear about.
Yeah.
I said, and listen, no, but so do you think that that world kind of helps with the studio world, like having knowledge of people, like I guess med spa and breast implants, and is there a lot of shared community?
You know, there's a couple things. So in more of the body side, I feel like I do understand the human body a lot more. And also, sometimes my students are curious or other pole dancers reach out to me and ask me how it is to have breast implants and pole dance, and I'll tell them that, you know, if you go to like my dad, you can go back to pole dancing in 4 to 5 weeks.
Wow.
That's quick.
Yeah.
No, isn't it a pretty long recovery time from what people have told me it can be? So that's pretty quick.
Yeah,
That's nice.
technology's gotten really cool.
He must be good at his job, or, you know.
Yes.
That's too, that helps. So with the studio itself, how has it changed over? How long have you been in Somerville, and how has it kind of changed since you've taken the reins?
So it's been almost 3 years since I took over. October will make it 3 years, and it's definitely changed a lot. Like, first of all, I had to repair a relationship with the DSA because the previous owner did some wacky things. I'll leave it at that. So I repaired the relationship. We're all good. The studio is super busy. Everyone is happy. Like, you know, it's very easy for the students to get in touch with me. Unlike, you know, previous times, and I've had to add extra classes. I've been trying to find a new space, but again, what's it called? A niche and well-developed business. It's hard to move that because I don't want to like lose students or anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of different elements you probably have to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like specific classes for like just beginners, or is it like beginners, intermediate? Like what's your day-to-day look like, or like weekend when you do this stuff?
Yeah, so I have a schedule. It's Monday through Friday, and I have everything from like intro classes to advanced and everything in between. So if you're looking for, you know, if you're brand new, you've never touched a pole, maybe you don't go to the gym even, that's okay. We have intro classes, and I recently put intro classes on my schedule on Thursdays because I only teach on Thursdays. So if you've been waiting to take a class with me, you can finally take a class with me as an intro student. We also have boot camp to help you get strong. And then we have a variety of classes from beginner up into advanced, whether it's tricks, it's choreo, it's chair, flexibility, and I have 5 other amazing instructors. So we have a nice mix of instructors to learn from.
Wow. So you teach on Thursdays and then you have staff under you who work during the week too?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a wide variety of styles from what I can tell too. And you do this great thing of including like photographers like myself or like your friend Dana or just anyone really who wants to kind of create, and it helps develop this like positivity for people. Like I just did a shoot recently in your studio space with one of the girls who was at the showcase, and she's so excited. Like she walks away from it and she's like, you just feel like a movie star on top of it, right? So it's another element. Then that's things that you kind of create, you know, that's the type of thing you're pushing for, right?
Yeah, and we might be a small studio, but I make sure we stand out because, like, you know, we're very empowering, like all bodies are welcome. Basically, as long as you are 18 and up and a good person, you're welcome in our space. And we do fun things like Dana, you know, she is an instructor on Sunday. She does all these cool photos and different workshops. So I allow all the instructors, if they want to like do something, run with it, do it. I don't care, like, you know, have a good time with it, make it special.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we've been trying to get this Amanda
I'm
to
trying
come
to get in.
get a class, but she keeps saying, "Oh, my body's trained, my body's trained."
My
It'll be
body's
fine.
trained. All right,
I'll do
if
the
you
same
I'll
class
do
as
it.
you.
Yeah, if you do it, I'll do it.
I don't think they got a pole strong
Let's
enough for
do
me.
it.
It's a
Yes,
problem.
let's do.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you could hold 2 people, you could probably hold me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done a two people person type of thing, yeah.
So what are some concerns for someone like me to come in there, or someone who's a beginner, I guess, that things that they should know when they're coming into a class for the first time?
So the biggest thing I cannot stress enough, do not put lotion on your skin at all for today. You will slip, it's all over the poles, it's a mess. Don't wear any jewelry because if you've seen a picture of the gloving, yeah, you don't want to see that. And also just have a positive attitude and, you know, just relax. It's fine. It's a small space. It's welcoming. There's 8 students, so, you know, you and maybe 7 people at max. And just believe in yourself. And if you don't get it the first time, it's okay. You keep coming and then you'll eventually get it.
Do you wear shoes like heels your first time or no?
No, barefoot.
Okay, I figured not.
You can do socks if you want to. Heels, and it'd have to be a specific heel, like you know your typical pole heel. And there's brands like Pleasers, Hell Heels, and Show Pony. So you know the classes that specify, you can wear those.
Okay, so would you? That's the thing that's interesting too. Is like depending on the type of garments you wear, right? Like if you have socks on, it might be harder to climb and things like that, right? Because it slides.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, climbing will be fine, but there's certain moves that require like feet. Like for example, there's something called a cupid. You have to put a lot of pressure on one of the bottom of your foot. If you're wearing socks, you're gonna slip and smash your face. So
Not a pretty sight, but luckily she cleans the place real nice. So the next crew, we don't have to see your blood there for weeks to come. No, that's too fun. I'm gonna have to try it one day. I'll probably hurt myself, but Amanda, you definitely need to.
If you try, I'll try.
No,
yeah, we'll stick.
And you can record it too.
Yeah,
We'll stick to like, you know, walking around the pole, like doing some
sounds like
pirouettes, just little sexy body waves and stuff.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
And then it seems to turn into an addiction. There's a lot of people now. Since I've known you, it's been a couple of years. I've seen some of these folks start off just real simple, and now they're at the showcase, like getting the whole crowd going wild. It's really fun to see.
How often do you do showcases?
So this is my first one.
Oh, wow.
I was just like, it's time. We have to do it. And
So you taught your students.
yeah, I mean, like, a lot of them came up with their own, but some of them got privates from different instructors, and it's really cool. You know what's cool? As an instructor, and you're watching them, you could tell, be like, that student learned that move from me. Like, the instructors were able to actually pick out what they taught their students.
It's the
That's
styles.
so
You know?
cool.
So
Yeah.
did they put together their own choreos for that showcase?
For the most part, some of them did. Like 3 of our instructors got a lot of privates. So some of the students really wanted it choreographed, and other ones were comfortable just doing it themselves.
So do you run into the issue of, I guess, a stigma of it? I feel like a lot of people may not understand what you're really going after. I've even had like people, I'll post pole photos and they'll be like, oh, why are you at a strip club? I'm like, it's not what I'm doing here. Like, you know, so like, how do you kind of combat that?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So first of all, we do have to understand the history of pole dancing. We do have to honor our sex workers. They are the reason why we have pole. And then there's also even like other like countries, like in India, like there was another style of pole dancing. So we have to understand and respect where pole dancing came from. But I don't think I've really had too many issues. I did have one person walk up. He was a homeless person that looked inside and told me I should reconsider my job, and that, you know, this is disrespectful. But I mean, look at what we're doing. Like, we are so strong, we're creative, we are happy. So, you know what, I just tell them, just, you know, if this isn't for you, bye.
That's the biggest thing, is you're happy, right? Like,
Yeah.
as a business owner, it's tough because it's very easy to get that imposter syndrome, and then you end up stuck and you get negative, and it's just a dangerous spiral. So like, how do you keep that kind of optimism as a business owner as well?
Honestly, I just stay in my lane, because if I start comparing myself to other like studio owners or instructors, I'm gonna get into a hole, like a K-hole basically, and just be like, I've never done that, but just saying, like, I'll get stuck there and feel like, what am I doing in my life? Why am I doing this? This is stupid. So I stay in my own lane, because you know what, like, even as like an advanced pole dancer, there are certain things that like I can't do, and that's okay. And then I talked to another advanced pole dancer, like I saw one of my friends who also owns a studio, and she said she did a simple trick on her bad side and she kind of like slipped out of it. And that just goes to show you that, like, you know, we're all human, and we can't do everything, you know? Like, I can't do every single trick, and that's okay.
Watching them up on stage, they're like, with the whole crowd going nuts, they feel like superheroes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
look like superheroes.
I saw some of the videos, I was like, damn.
It's crazy.
When was the first time you like went on the pole, and how'd you feel? Like, do you picture yourself as your students sometimes because you watch them grow?
I do, and it's like my way of starting was so different. I was self-taught.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought-
How'd you do it?
I thought it was cool. I went to Spencer's Gifts and I bought the hard Carmen Electra pole in a box. Do not get a pole in a box, please, please, please.
Just a
Like,
pole in a box?
Wait, the
Yeah.
Carmen Electra pole in the box.
yes, you could just buy them,
I
and
love
it's
Spencer's.
it's
What a place.
it's not professional grade. It's like more of
Cabri.
oh yeah, so it's more of like a novelty item. It's supposed to be there, you know, you put it up and you pose on it. You're not supposed to actually dance on it. So tension pole, like again, like X pole is the one brand I completely trust for like whether it's in the studio or at home.
Yeah.
And they do have tension grade poles. But with these, you know, you tension it, you tighten it up. If you go in one direction, it will start to it will start to loosen. So when I would train, I'd only be able to spin in one direction. Otherwise, it would come down on me. But I hid it in my room. I would hide it in my closet, and then I would put it up, and I'd lock my door, and I just dance around. My family had no idea until I was like, guess what, everyone? I have a pole in my room. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? And I showed them. And then they're just like, they were nervous at first, but then they saw I was strong and I was actually taking classes. But this is 15 years ago. I mostly taught myself off of YouTube, and YouTube was not as great as it was before. I'm talking brainy videos.
Oh, it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. YouTube.
Yeah.
It used to limit you on what you upload and things like that. Yeah.
Yes. So I always tell my students, like, you know, be thankful that you have a safe space to learn, because I was risking it. Like, I've fallen, I didn't train both sides, so I always tell them, don't be a one-sided hoe like me. I try my best to train both sides though.
What does train both sides mean?
So meaning, like, if I'm gonna do an invert and I'm on this side, which I like to,
Yeah.
I should also go on the other side of the pole and hold the pole this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Does
it's
it
like
work the other side of your body?
being ambidextrous on the pole, like any sort of.
Yeah, and that's actually a big reason why, like, I actually like work out, because I know I'm not always good at it, and I don't want to be lopsided. So that's why I also go and train like 2-3 times a week too.
What, like strength training?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Smart. Yeah, you gotta. I mean, your whole body's being. It seems like every muscle in your body's being used
Yeah.
when you're
Yes.
doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what would you say are the big things when it comes to strength training? Someone who's just getting into it, that they focus on to get started.
I mean, there is a lot of upper body, but it's not just the upper body. Like, you also have to think about the core, the glutes, and the quads. Like, sometimes when I explain something, like I'm explaining like a particular hold, and I'm saying that, you know, like a pencil grip, like I tell them, I'm like, you're gonna grasp the pole, and as you're starting to swing, you're gonna grab your other hand. You're gonna get at a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna feel like the nice steadiness in your shoulders, down into your lats, engage your core, engage your glutes, your quads, and point, like think of like a diver. And here I am just like going like super like hyper focused into like teaching. It's like I explain muscle by muscle, and like I think it helps.
No, I think it definitely does. It helps you understand why you're able to do these sorts of tricks and these movements, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of physics too, like a lot of like pushing and pulling.
Gravity works against you a lot, right? So
yeah.
pushing and pulling, you understand your differences between your biceps, triceps, and different muscles in your body, and what actually does what. So that's really neat. You're basically a scientist, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, in a way.
No, yeah, in a very sexy way. I'm a
Yeah.
scientist. That's what I like to tell everyone. No, but how has the pole community itself changed ever since, not just since you've taken it over the business, but since you started really doing this, since the Carmen Electra pole?
Oh, I mean, like social media has really like helped with that. Like, you know, when I first started in 2010, so it's like 15 years ago, social media was there, but it wasn't what it was. And I don't think that it was talked about as much. There weren't as many classes. I mean, you had like places like Body and Pole going, which is like a mecca in the city, although there's now a lot of other like really lovely places to go to in that area. But it's become like so mainstream. Like even like if anybody knows like the brand Garage, the clothing company, if you go into Bridgewater Mall, like they did a whole like thing with this cherry pole dance. Like it's become mainstream. It's in movies now, and it's really cool to see that it's been more accepted. And again, I always stress like don't forget about the strippers and the sex workers. But yes, it's become more mainstream, more acceptable. I've been seeing less and less issues with people being like, oh, like that's wrong.
Yeah, I think that's amazing though. You don't have that negative stigma as much, and
Yeah.
social media really does make a big difference.
Yeah, it does help.
It lets people also show a side of themselves that they probably can't show at work, you know?
Yeah, actually, it's a lot of my students, what they did was they created a pole like only Instagram, so that you know they can keep it separate if needed, because not everyone like has told their family or their jobs might have a problem. So they've created like a community within, like even like my studio, we have like the students and instructors were all in a group together, so we can all like chat. Yeah, and it's cool. It's like easy for us to all communicate with each other all over the world.
Yeah.
What's like a challenge you faced within your business in the last 3 years?
The building.
The building.
Yeah, like even yesterday I got the text from an instructor. The bathroom smells horrible. It's probably clogged, and it's an old building, and I'm pretty sure homeless people come up and mess it all up.
How do they get in there?
Because they can get in through the building door. It locks at 6, but they come in and they use the bathroom, and I've been telling the property manager we should all have keys to get into the bathroom, so if they come wandering up they can't use it. But yeah, I say it's the building, and also like again like working within my space, which is why I've added more classes.
Yeah, I mean, you maximize that space. It's
yeah.
The room itself, I'm amazed with what we were able to kind of make happen. She has the poles, they come down from the ceiling.
Oh
and
yeah,
she
the
locks them
flyaway
in.
system, from
Yeah.
high school. So if I need to, well, 3 of them really should be, but I can only get 2 of them up because when I did a little repair, I accidentally had the guy like put it backwards, but 2 of the poles can go up, and it's wild. Like it's like, look at all the space for floor stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, everybody's always like, oh, you do aerials? I'm like, no, you take the pole and you push it up.
It's like an aerial workout. Yeah. But it's nice for photographers and anyone who really needs a space. When I first moved into town, you were one of the few people who were like, if you need a space,
Yeah.
here, you can come shoot here. And I was able to do a number of shoots. I had one business, it was like an insurance company, and they came in, we did a headshot day out of your studio.
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot
don't know
about
if you were there
that.
for that, but like we literally just had these people in suits marching in and out. Like,
That's so funny.
They were loving it too,
Good.
because it's like, oh, we're in a pole dance studio right
Oh,
now.
this
There's
is taboo,
people in like
yeah.
their 60s and 70s rolling through, and
Oh, they love it.
it's really fun, yeah. And your students range in age too.
Yeah, my oldest student is like 70.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. Like when people are like, I'm too old for pole, it's like, no, you're not. Old is a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they may be 70, but they can kick my ass if I got on their wrong side, is what I've learned as well. I haven't learned the hard way, but you could see the muscle tone and the attitude, the fierce, like, it's like I'm telling you, it's like a superhero vibe.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it from the videos.
Yeah, the videos and the photos, they're really fun. What would you say a normal day looks like for you as the owner of the studio?
So it depends on the day. Like, if I unfortunately am working like my day job, I try to get that all done, so then afterwards I can do like some admin things like promoting the studio on Instagram, newsletters, emails, whatever. Fridays though is more like, direct like studio day. Like I usually start my day, like I go and work out, I go to the studio, I do deep clean, I look and see like, okay, what do I need to replenish? I replenish things. I have some time for myself to practice, so it's like I don't plateau, and I love planning for my classes, but I also like to do things for myself too, which is important as an instructor.
Yeah, how do you make that time for things for yourself? It's balancing this studio, being an instructor, and then also having a full-time job that pulls you away.
Yeah, I try to take classes if I can. There's a couple studios that I like. And I'll go for specific instructors and try to learn some stuff there.
So it sounds like building a relationship with some other studios helps a lot too.
It does, yeah. I have a couple of friends. One of my friends has 3 studios in it's almost like a franchise, but she has 3 locations.
Oh.
And me and her are very close. We share a couple of instructors, a couple of students. There's a couple of other studios that I have relationships with too, but this specific one I have decent amount of connection with.
How do you deal with burnout and challenges and stuff, with personal and business?
Honestly, just having a day to run away. I love going to Island Spa in Edison.
I want to go so badly.
It's so nice, and I know they've jacked up the prices, which kind of suck, but I love going there. I put my phone in my locker, I go sit in a sauna, I go into baths, I get a massage, I go and eat some good food, a tasty
so nice.
moment. Yeah.
It's unisex there?
It's unisex, but it's gendered, so all females. It depends. If you're in the bathhouse, yes, it's by female or
you're
male.
naked or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fully naked.
Fully naked, but all the bodies are there.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We all have boobs,
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Do it.
Do it up.
What's stopping you?
I don't know.
It's nice.
I don't think of it on my day off. But it is on my list of things to do. I always see it on Instagram. I'm like, why am I not booking?
Yeah, it's self-care is so important. It's that. I love getting tattoos.
Where do you go?
So one of my good friends, Anastasia, she owns Batty Tattoo in Jersey City. So between her and her other artist, Irv, I have a beautiful collection. I'm constantly stocked. And people are like, where'd you get that tattoo? I'm covered up, so you can't see anything right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never not seen a tattoo.
I know. Usually I'm half naked here. But yeah, between both of them, they give me a lot of self-care.
So cool.
I'm terrified to get a tattoo. I want to get a tattoo, but I don't have any. I don't like needles, but
It's
a different feeling.
I'm adjusting.
It's I get it. You see a big needle, it's oh my god, you don't even see the needles. It's just the gun, and it's so. Both my artists are so gentle too. You'll barely feel it.
I use numbing cream too on specific spots, my back. When I use numbing cream.
Yeah.
Made a difference.
I tried it once. It's wiping towards the end, and I'm like.
Yeah. You gotta leave it on as long as possible. Saran wrap it.
Oh yeah.
So that's another thing. I fear infection. I'll probably be the one person who gets the worst virus.
No, you put Tegaderm on it for a few days.
Yeah.
Tegaderm.
I feel like you really have to try to screw up your tattoo.
Yeah. No beach, no pool for a few days.
Yeah, easy.
I hide anyway. I don't know what kind of, that's the last reason is I don't know what I'd get, So a part of me is I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna regret it, I'm gonna have that instead. I've thought about getting my business's logo, or I don't know what's meaningful enough to me.
Get Maggie.
Get Maggie. Some sort of Maggie. I've actually drawn out an outline sketch on Photoshop, just a trace of her head that leads to just a line, and I've played with that, but again, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I'm indecisive. When you shoot with me, you learn that, because you see I'm changing lenses every 10 seconds.
And lights.
Maybe I'll do something that just says sweat in a different language. Sweaty. I think that would be a pretty good tattoo as well. But it's a neat, it's really kind of a neat way of expressing yourself. And you both have a number of tattoos. You just went to Japan, right? Or
Oh,
no,
I was in
not-
Amsterdam.
or
I went to
Amsterdam,
Japan
sorry,
last year,
Japan.
but
You were in
yeah.
Japan last year.
So another thing, so my husband and I will literally travel for music. We went to Amsterdam for a music festival called Blackman. So here's where we sound like a bunch of hipsters. It's probably music you've never heard of, like all these DJs. It's not like, you know, I don't know, like Tiesto or somebody popular. Like I'm talking about like obscure names that I'm like, oh, you know who's Paris? Wow. Like I'm shocked if people know who my husband and I are talking about. But we went there for a music festival and I spontaneously like reached out to a place and I was like, I want a tattoo, this is what I want. And they picked me with an artist and I was looking at her stories and I'm like, oh my god, she's also at Beckmantle. So it's our last day in Amsterdam and I'm like, hi, like I want this. And I got a nude woman holding this like, kind of in the dancer's pose, like holding a record as her head. And I was like, this is how I feel when I listen to good music.
Wow.
So it was really
so
cool.
And you got the tattoo with her?
I did.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So that's another expression of you, and it's something you're gonna remember every time you look at it, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's a cool story to tell. You went to Amsterdam and you walked away with this.
Yeah.
That's really fun. You know, again, I that's another thing. It's like I'm like, do I want to get a tattoo? I didn't need to have a cool story behind it,
You
right?
do have
Or
a
do
cool
I?
story.
Oh, I'm like I got this because I was hungry one day, and I ended up.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body
Your
positivity.
body is artwork.
Exactly.
Body positivity is a big thing. You know,
Mhm.
I'm in my own mental weight loss journey and mental body positivity journey, right? So like even the thought of going to the spa you're talking about, it's like that makes me anxious. Like being like in a room, even though nobody's judging you or whatnot, right?
You know, nobody is looking at you either, and there's probably so many people that are thinking the same thing, like, oh my god, like I don't like my body, why am I here? But really, you know, everybody's just there for themselves.
Are you naked in the same bath together?
When
Or
you
do you
are
go
in
separate?
the separated area, but when you go in like the saunas and like the shared areas, you just wear these comfy uniforms.
Yeah, you have like a towel or.
Yeah, and they give you like these like shorts and a t-shirt type
Oh,
thing.
cute.
Yeah, and they're oversized too.
But when you go in the bath, you're not like in the bath naked next to someone else.
Yes, you are.
Oh, you are.
But with other, like, as women, you know,
Okay.
we're together, as men, you guys are men. Like, I've done a double date where, you know, my husband and friend will go, and then the girlfriend will come with me.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Brian and I will
You
go
and
hang
Brian
out.
should
We'll go
go.
get naked and hang in a bathtub together. We can just do that at the apartment. We're good to go. No,
It's too bad at your apartment.
it's true. We got 2 bathrooms. So tell us a little bit about you as a person outside of the pole community.
Mhm.
What do you think is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
I'm really shy.
That would be yeah. I would be
That's
surprised to know that
surprising.
about you.
I'm actually an introvert. Like, it takes a lot of energy for me to be like, hey, how are you? I come home, I'm so tired. Like, one time my husband and I went to a party, and he's just like, what's wrong with you? I'm like hanging on his arm, I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
And he's not shy. I feel like
No, he's not.
really social. Like,
He's more social
he's so
than
fun
me.
to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd bring him. He's hiding from us right now.
He has work.
Oh, work, that whole thing. But he does. He's a DJ, right?
Yes.
So as well. So he performs at some of the local spots here. I think he told me he's at the Underground every once in a while.
Yeah, they did this open decks thing, so he's been going there. Actually, will probably be there tonight. So it's a good way for like newer or aspiring DJs to like, you know, get themselves out there, have practice with other people, no judgment. So he started doing a few of those, and I was just like, you know, you're gonna do my show. So he DJ'd my show.
So
It was really crazy. Like, there was miscommunication. Another DJ thought they were DJing, and I had to take that DJ and be like, leave my husband alone.
I was there for when the other DJ found out
Yeah,
because I
she
was
freaked-
standing
she
there taking
freaked
photos. She
out.
was freaking out.
I know, and I had to be like, leave my husband alone. You're assisting, you're doing lights and stuff.
Yeah, she was like, "You never touch another DJ's set." I'm like, "He's barely doing anything. He just got here."
And guess what? The other DJs love him, so
Yeah.
it's fine. But no, he did amazing. Now he's my permanent DJ.
how long
Yeah.
has he been DJing?
He's been a bedroom DJ, is what we like to call, for a while. So
That's
I would
awesome.
say since July, he's been an official DJ.
That's awesome. He does that full time.
No.
Okay.
That's a dream. Like, that's a dream. Like, we're artists. Like,
Yeah.
we want to make music and dance for a living.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a good duo.
Yeah.
It's achievable, you know?
Yeah,
Yes. It's
And
gonna happen.
what would you
Entrepreneur.
say, helps you kind of keep going towards these goals? Do you find that making more relationships helps, or is it just
Yeah.
different business practice, or?
A little bit of both. Like, honestly, the community is a big thing. That's why it's like I continue liking to work with the same people. Like, I like working with you. I like making sure my students have a safe person to do photos and videos with, because unfortunately there's a lot of scary people out there. And I've had my experiences. I like to, shield them from that. But yeah, like just meeting the right people. Like, you never know who you're gonna meet. So I use all my energy to be social, and then I go home and I hide in the couch.
That introvert thing, that's surprising. I don't know why that
It
caught me off
surprises me
guard.
too.
Yeah, but you're just so when you're with the community, I guess when we were at the showcase, you didn't want to be the MC, so that could have shown it to me.
So I've done that. Like I used to do that. I used to produce and host and perform, but it's a lot, especially with like the amount of stuff happening. I needed somebody, and Vanka is somebody I've known for like so many years, like over a decade at this point. And she's done a great job hosting another show called Thrills and Chills, which I'm actually performing in next month. So I was just like, let me have Vanka do it. And then for my upcoming show, unfortunately she can't. So one of my friends, who's a drag king, I'm gonna have them do it, and I'm super excited to see what they come up with.
That's gonna be
That's
really
awesome.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
So how many years have you been like kind of gathering these resources and like performing in different? You said you were in the burlesque community.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like again, since like 2011 or something. Like I started out more as a model, found out I could perform, so I started performing at places in the city that don't even exist anymore, like our bar on Bowery Street, that's gone forever. Hell's Kitchen Lounge, another place that's gone, it was in Newark, QXC's, I've been in Philly, Delaware, like I've been like all over the place and just meeting all these cool people, and it's cool to see that they're still like, some of them still are existing, some people just, go, I don't know, disappear, some just they want to have families and normal lives, which is cool. But then you have some of them, like, a friend of mine who's been in the burlesque community for forever, and now she's one of my students, and she's revamped her performing by being a pole dancer now.
It's just a new twist, literally a new twist.
Yeah.
So
It's a new element that they can add to their performance.
Absolutely.
And it's not just pole at your studio. It's you got like chair performance
Yeah.
or floor performance.
We got chair, we have floor, flexibility, so we try to do as much as we can within that space.
how do you deal with like burnout when like enough is enough?
Oh my God, that's when I'm just like, when's the time to go on another trip? But I think I don't know if this can be on camera or not. I get high and just like watch horror movies or something. Like I just like,
Nice.
yeah.
Weed's legal, it's all good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We don't care. We swear. We say whatever.
Oh, perfect.
You
All
can
right.
smoke, you can drink.
You can smoke on here. Just I don't know if George Washington's ghost would be thrilled.
Okay, so one of the ways I deal with like immediate burnout is honestly I just love like smoking a bunch of weed, having some comfort food, and just watching something on TV, whether it's something that like I love, like Schitt's Creek, that's super happy, or me being a psycho and watching like Smile 2 with a bunch of jump scares and literally be like the whole time.
That kind of kicks you into gear and gets your burnout.
Yeah.
out the
Like
door.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That show gives me such anxiety, and for whatever reason I love watching it on the plane,
Yeah.
but I do watch it.
It's a great, that is the perfect anxious show because
It's
you
the only
just
show I'll
cringe.
watch.
It's a really good one.
That's like, It's Always Sunny's a good one too.
Sunny's good. I mean, Seinfeld is the original Curb because that's Larry David was writing it about. George Costanza was basically Larry David.
I never watched
Maker.
Seinfeld.
You never watched Seinfeld? This is what happens this generation. She's in her
I don't watch
20s.
TV.
Oh, that's good. I used to kind of be like that, and then I don't know. I go through phases of watching TV and not watching TV. But when I was like a kid, and I'd watch him talking like 3, 4 years old, I was obsessed with Kramer, but I called him Creamer, and I liked how you just slide into the room.
We have people like that. You're kind of like that in our life because she's the only person with the access code to our apartment.
That's amazing.
So she comes and she's like, "Hello."
And they're like,
She's back. It's Kramer. I'm gonna start calling you Kramer. 'Cause it's really.
Maggie knows when I'm like arriving.
Yeah.
I think she smells me. She'll
So-
start barking.
Yeah, Maggie is Maggie, another thing, Maggie loves the pole dance studio. She
Yes.
loves,
She's been in there. She
Multiple
loves it.
times.
multiple times. She's come for shoots. There was even the Poles and Pups day.
Oh my god, that was so much
that's
fun.
Cute.
And I don't have a dog, I have cats. So I was like, okay, Maggie will be my model, and I'll never forget. I was like, will she be okay with me holding her? So I got into this pose. It's called a Remy set, and we put her in my lap, and you could see her face. She's like, I don't want to be here. And she jumped up, launched, and she scratched me. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. I deserve it.
That was a nice long, probably a whole body length scratch.
Her
I'm
front
like,
paws, her
whoops.
bottom paws.
Yeah, and because she's like,
She
what,
frolic.
50 pounds, like
Yeah.
that was a lot of.
That was impressive that you were able to hold her up that long. She was way up on the pole and sit. Was it a sit you were doing?
Yeah, I
first,
just
and then
stuck
you were
her in my
holding
lap.
That was
But
ridiculous.
she didn't like it, and I don't blame her.
She
Like
frolicked off you.
she did.
She doesn't like it when I raise the bed too high, so she doesn't like anything.
She doesn't like heights.
She likes things the way she likes them, and that's it. But she was a star model for a couple of other folks
Yeah.
that were actually doing the photo workshop.
Mhm.
And so it was kind of funny.
So cute.
So if people didn't have a dog or their
Yeah.
dog wasn't going to be a good fit for it, they could just use Maggie.
Yeah.
She's basically a performer.
Mhm.
That's so cute.
We'll
You
use
get an
Max
outfit.
next time. Yeah, that's true. I can see Maggie wearing some like
I
rhinestone.
can see that.
Yeah.
Something sparkly, you know.
Diamonds.
That could be really fun. What does it mean to you to kind of see the community really come in and feel great for themselves? Like, how does that make you feel?
That makes me happy, and I'm like, yay! I'm helping make people like feel good about themselves, and like I see them like they've all become friends, and it's really cool to see because it's like I get it. Like as an adult, it's really hard to make friends. Like I'm in my 30s, like it's the last thing I want to do is make some friends because it's like I'm like, are we gonna get along and everything? But everybody has one common thing they love, and that's pole, and it's like these are people that have like totally different backgrounds, and we're all hanging out.
Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole new community. So when you're sick of your friends, go check out Avant. They'll get you
Or I
in a
can
whole
bring
new
my
friend
friends
group.
there.
Yeah.
No, that's another thing, right? People can rent out the space.
Yeah, we do parties, and like I have a whole intake form, and one of the things is how did you hear about us, and most of it is a friend. So a lot of people are referring to friends. I've even had a couple of students where it's like their friend group's kind of sizzled, and now like their friend group is a studio.
Yeah.
So fun.
How would you say you've changed over the past 5 years? Like, you're a shapeshifter, first off. Every picture I see of you, you look like a different person.
I know, I can look like Lady Gaga, I can look like a homeless person.
Yeah, it's incredible talent. But how would you say you've changed, I guess, as a person over the last 5 years?
So let's say over the past 5 years, so it's getting close to when I became an instructor. So I feel honestly I've become a little bit more of a responsible person. I'm not as wild as I used to be, because at the end of the day it's I have a studio to take care of, and if anything happens to me, what's going to happen to my studio, my instructors, my students. So I think it's calmed me down a little bit.
It's like my children.
Exactly. I
Students.
never wanted actual children, so I'm a mother to a studio.
Studio's a bunch of adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And then you got your cats at home. Those are
My
your
babies,
babies.
my perfect little angels.
How many cats do you have?
2. So one was a feral kitten that me and my landlord rescued when I still lived in a duplex in Bernardsville. And my other cat at the time, my Jasmine, she was unfortunately dying of cancer, so she was extra mean. And then my sister brought over her cat for whatever reason was. That cat traumatized. Alien, that's her name. She is my 3rd orange female. She lights are on, no one's home, one brain cell type of cat. And she was just so discouraged, and I thought about this. I was like, at zoos, they get, for the cheetahs, because they have such bad anxiety, they get dogs for them. And that's how the dogs encourage them to make friends and meet and stuff. I'm like, I got a good idea. So I was like, Joe, what do you think about getting another cat to kind of help Alien? So that's when we adopted Popeye. We call him Poopy because he shit the bed. But he has this wonky ass eye. And they're like, you want him? I'm like, yes, I want him. So he's this lovable black and white cat. He has the personality of a dog, right?
He does, yeah.
And we got him, and that's really helped with her personality and confidence. And now she doesn't really want to hang out with them. She kind of hates them.
So I guess it's something to bond around. Now the cat is not going to hate you. Hates the other cat.
Yeah, well now she's not hiding and everything. She's just like, I'm a confident bitch, I don't need him.
Yeah. It's perfect. The emotional support friend. You know,
Yeah.
we all need something like that.
Mhm.
Like that.
So, where would you say this, like support comes from for you? Would you say it's your cats? Would you say it's your husband? Would you say it's your students? Where do you find the most support?
I find it everywhere. Like obviously, like my husband is my number one like cheerleader, but my students are like so encouraging. They always tell me like how great of a space I've created, and they're so thankful. My instructors also, you know, usually have some kind things to say, and my regular like group of friends, my family, like no one has an issue with what I do. They all think it's great, and they all think it's badass. I'm a business owner.
Yeah,
That's great support.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
that's super badass. I mean, just being able to, you can make your own schedule. You can do whatever you want with the business. You
Yeah.
know? And you have a staff. Like you both run businesses. You have people that work under you. I think
Yeah.
that's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be impossible. Like, I would like ruin my body, and also there's just things like, I mean, I love dancing heels, but I can't teach like a sexy like choreo class. That's why like I have a specific instructor for that, you know. And like I don't know how to do like, I'm not certified in liquid motion, which is rolling around the floor in a sexy ooey gooey way. I have an instructor certified in that, so. You know, I need a variety, and also sometimes, and this is something I have to learn, not to get butthurt if students just prefer not to take classes with me, because I get it. Like, you know, a good instructor you should also be able to connect with your instructor, and that's happened to me where I'm like, I really like this person, but I don't like the way they teach, and that's okay. That's why again I have other instructors, because maybe they'll drive with another one instead.
Yeah, and you find the right instructors that are not going to be offended. Right?
Yeah,
That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, and it's easy. Like I can be a sensitive little baby. So it's like I remember in the beginning I was like, you know, I noticed that specific student doesn't come to my class, but they go to that person. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that they jive. That's all I care about. You know,
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Me too.
Yeah, what's your birthday?
March 22nd.
I'm April 9th.
Okay.
Same birthday as Hugh Hefner and Jen Jameson.
Oh. One of
You said sensitive, I'm like, so am I. What sign are you?
Aries are secret babies. We are very fiery and like out there and everything, but if we get our feelings hurt, we'll go cry in the corner.
One of my friends in the photography world who I met through like years ago in Las Vegas, she's an incredible photographer. Lived in New York, photographs all the like these big rock stars and things like that. But one of her biggest clients is Jenna Jameson.
That's
You
so
bring her up,
funny.
and Jenna Jameson's been through the freaking ringer in life.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's seems to be thriving right now again. But
Yeah.
so she's like done all these photo shoots with her. I'm like, that's how freaking cool are you? You know? And
Bring me on as your assistant.
yeah, I'll come work with you. And hang with Jenna Jameson. The teenage Jeff would be like, yeah, this is great. No, but it's so cool to. She's just a character. You mentioned her with your birthday. So,
Yeah.
so she shares the same birthday, Hugh Hefner. Seems like that all jives.
Yeah, like, not that I'm a fan of Hugh Hefner, but it's just funny to say, like, you know, look at the industry I'm in. I used to work the Exoticas all the time. I used to be like an Exotica hottie. I used to be up on the stage and performing and everything.
It's an Exotica for folks who don't know. Can you talk a little bit about that show? It's
Yeah.
basically the adult playground of the
I was
expo.
wondering what that was.
Yeah, so Exotica, it tours throughout the States, but you walk in and it's a bunch of porn stars. There's no sex or anything. Nobody's getting like naked, but it's just all a bunch of porn stars you can go and like, get an autograph or photo with. You know, you can go and get like sexy things from sexy outfits, toys. There's live performances. You got the hotties, which I was saying. So basically, I just go around to different stations, dance around, people take pictures and throw me money.
That's so cool.
It was cool until I was just like, I'm tired of this. I can't do this anymore. I had like the last time I did it, I was like, enough's enough.
Yeah, deal with it, especially if you're an introvert. on top of it.
Yes,
you know,
it
that
was
doesn't help.
mentally very draining, and I'm like, I'm going to lose it in 3, 2, 1, and I did.
Yeah, and lose it on people. What was you said before we started filming? We should ask you about your most unhinged moment on pole.
Oh my god! So his first performance, I've had a lot of like crazy performances, but you know, imagine it's still COVID. It is, I believe it was September of 2020, and I got asked to go busking, which means performing out in like park or something. Washington Square Park. So I'm asked by this performer, hey, I'm trying to get a bunch of performers. You want to do this? So one of my other friends, Lydia, she gets booked too. So I'm like, okay, cool. When we pick you up, we're going to go together. She's in Jersey City. So we pick her up, we go. And we park by Washington Square Park. We set up. So I have my lollipop lyra there. So if you don't know what that is a pole with an aerial hoop on top. Kind of looks like Quidditch. So it was that. Another performer had to pull, so I kind of go back and forth. But this was a time, like, people are walking around with coolers of alcohol. I'm, like, going over to my friend's bar. It's called Shade. I'm going there, getting to-go margaritas. I'm spinning around. There's an audience. I'm spinning around so fast. I'm like, am I hallucinating or have my parents? My parents are there? I don't know. They're just, like, just wanted to get out of the house. And there's my mom and my stepdad. I'm like, the hell are you guys doing here? Like, they didn't even know us performing. Later on that night, somebody pulled a knife. It got a little crazy, and I was like, I'm not coming back tomorrow. And I packed my stuff up and I left.
This was outside or inside?
This is outside in Washington Square Park. Like,
how did the pole stay?
It's a freestanding.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like literally there's a base.
Yeah.
That is so
it just
cool.
stands up. And the lollipop lyre, like, I think describing it as Quidditch is my favorite thing.
That's the best way,
That's
because
exactly
then
what
you
it
can
looks
get it.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you have like barbecues and things at home, I've seen pictures. It looks like you put the lollipop up for folks. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to
I'm gonna
party.
look this up on Google.
Yeah, everyone should have like a pole in their house.
Sounds
Seriously.
like
It's fun.
I'm gonna go get the Carmen Electra one.
Please don't.
Do they still make that even? You know?
Yeah, they still make pole in boxes and novelty poles. Just
Oh my God.
spend the money and get the X pole and get it from the website or somebody you know who's definitely selling it, because one of my friends thought she was buying an X pole. It came in an X pole bag. We were setting it up, and I was like, this is not an X pole. Yeah, it was a cheap ass pole in an X pole bag.
It's a scam's waiting to happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How would you say that this community's kind of changed your life?
It's nice. Like, I feel like it's just nice to have a community. I just know that I'm there for people, and there's people that are there for me. Like, I can lean on my friends who own studios. I can learn from others. They can learn from me. So it's just nice.
Yeah. Would you say joining this community, or anybody like coming to your studio, what would you say if they're on the edge of doing it, like on the cusp of being like, okay, I'm going to sign up for a class? What do you think would push them over the edge?
Showing them things that can be overwhelming. Like, now that I'm teaching intro classes, the one thing I like to do is I like to first, I should really do this for every class if it's like new people, but I like to tell them who I am. I like to make sure everybody else like goes around the room, says their name and what their, fun fact about themselves or why they decided to try it. I find out in intro classes, you can have somebody that's taken like 5 classes, you can have somebody that's walked in brand new. So I like to find out what everybody has done. It's hard for me to like plan like an intro class because I just need to know like who is in it. So I check it prior, but sometimes while I'm in the middle of teaching, because like I start teaching at like 6:15, somebody could very well just like sign up that's new while I'm teaching, and I won't see it because I'm teaching. So I like to try to make sure that I don't overwhelm my intro people. My newbies, I tell everyone, be like, okay, we have brand new students, so we are starting from the ground up, starting walking. If I do have somebody who's taken a few classes that's almost ready for level 1, I kind of break it up a little bit. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna do this, and you guys are gonna do this. Don't worry about what they're doing. So it's all about how you handle it.
Okay, so it's just about the marketing side of things and how you deliver the message, right?
Exactly, because if I overload them and I don't make them feel like comfortable, they're not gonna come back.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So when we do our first class,
is it just gonna be me and you?
it's just gonna be you. I hope so.
I mean, that would be something fun to do content-wise.
Yeah, we'll have to bring the camera for that. We'll do the next episode.
I get shy around like people. That's my thing. But if I bring a group, at least it's like people I know. That's my biggest problem. Is like going to places alone. Like I should just go get chai after this alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I have anxiety. I can't like. I actually had a meal by myself the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a break in between clients, and I'm like, you know what? Brian can't meet me for lunch. I'm going by myself.
Yeah.
And I stayed on the phone the whole time with a friend because we were just venting. But I was like, you know what? It's time to just do things yourself. And like, I'm pretty like sociable, but in certain circumstances, I'm not. I'm like,
yeah. Like
it's hard.
I went and saw a movie by myself for the first time a couple years ago, and I was like, this is great. Like, that makes so much sense. Go to movies by yourself. You're not talking.
It's true.
It's true.
Just doing different life experiences alone is different. You know,
Yeah.
like again, I'm the same way I think as you, where I constantly need to have kind of a dialogue going, or I need to be in contact with people. But now I'm getting to the point where I have too many conversations a day, you know, and I'm just exhausted and I can't keep up with my text messages or anything like that. So it's nice to just do something alone, and you know, it's cool. Was I talking to you on the phone when you were eating alone, or that wasn't me that time?
No.
All right, cool. Because that happens a lot too. But yeah, thank you, Amanda, for spending the time with us. We have a couple more questions that we normally ask at the end of each recording. So I want to let you start this one because this is a big one. This is a really big one because I know this is going to be our first tally mark in the other department.
Cats or dogs?
See, that's a hard one because yes, I have cats and I love my cats, but as a child, I had a special interest in dogs, and I know a lot about dogs. Like, my husband's shocked, and I'm like, oh, see that's a flat-coated Labrador or whatever it's called, and you know what dog I'm talking about, right? Is that what is that right? Flat? Yeah, they're very rare. You don't see them very often, or like, you know, I'd love to have a Doberman one of these days, but with my lifestyle, cats just work, and I love my kitties.
So it's still not as solid cats.
Yeah.
Everybody loves dogs. It's kind
So
of what
funny.
I'm learning. That makes sense.
Like, I yelled at my dad the other day. We were having Indian food, and he has this stupid little French bulldog, and they're
My mom has two, I know.
they're an abomination. They shouldn't exist.
I know.
They need a C-section.
Yeah.
He tried to get the dog into food. I was like, there's onions in there. You
He
can't
can't
eat
eat that.
You can't eat that.
There's a lot of different spices in there that are going to harm that dog's belly.
Yeah.
Well, that must have been a fun night. Good cleanup after later on that day.
Well, the dog didn't eat it because I yelled at him, don't do it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Surprised you didn't know that ahead of time.
You just soak it up with some naan. It'll be good.
Yeah, I forget a dog non.
Okay. You give the dog naan, it'll be fine. Those Frenchies are cute though. Second question, what is something you are trying to unlearn?
To stop being so hard on myself.
What are you doing to do that? Teach us.
Honestly, I just need to to get myself to be calm, or stop getting myself learning how to not get overworked. Like, I get a text that something happened in the studio that was beyond anyone's control. So I'm trying to not let little things bother me. I'm trying to unlearn little things bothering me.
And just recognizing that is a big step.
Yes.
You know. And then the last question is just one takeaway that you want everybody to walk away from listening to this from.
One takeaway. Just do the damn thing. Whether it's pole dancing or anything else, just go for it. Just do it.
Do the damn thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love that.
Yeah, this has been so wonderful to get to talk to you and dive in and learn a little bit more about you and that unhinged performance. My gosh, the fact that your parents showed up, I think, is the funniest part. Like,
That was.
Taking a nice stroll through the park and then there's a stabbing.
They're like, oh, there's a crowd. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, look, there's Amanda spinning around.
Spinning around. Every time I'm in Washington Square Park, something wild is going on. I'll go just to take pictures or something, and then like a huge protest will roll through.
I don't even know where that is.
By NYU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We gotta get you in the city more often, I think.
Ready. Let me know when you're
Ready?
back.
On the next episode. All right, well, thank you again, and we're excited to get this out there for everyone to hear.
Yeah, same. Thank you.